Deanna Johnston, how's it going these days?
Yeah, it's going really good. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Well, that's usually good. Person from the Rockstar INXS days.
Yep. Seems like a long time ago now, doesn't it?
Aaron, do you have a copy of this? Like the box set of the Rockstar, and do you watch it still?
Actually, I have not watched it. I do have all the episodes on DVD, and I watched a couple of them when I got off the show, and I was a little emotional getting off the show, as everybody I'm sure remembers, and it was kind of hard to watch, so I haven't watched it since. I always think I'd kind of like to watch it again, but I just, it's not happened so far, but I'm sure it will.
I mean, I seen it again, and your voice was so powerful, and your image portrayed
Thank
the
you.
big scene back then. How would INXS have been with you?
Yeah, if I had won, yeah. Probably wouldn't have worked too good. No, JD I think he was a great choice for them. He was the most similar to what they were used to, so, why mess something that already clearly works really well?
Now, I seen also you got, an album you're promoting on your website, deannajohnston.net, God, Family, Nature.
Yes, it's going well. Yeah, actually, it's been a few years now since I did that, and you know what? It was a lot of fun to record. We did it, the old-fashioned way. We just got in a room and everybody played at the same time, and there was no, obviously it's not overly produced, and production is really low-key and sort of 70s rock. That's what we kind of wanted to do. So yeah, we had a great time doing it, and I had a lot of fun performing the songs. But we're definitely starting on a new record. We have skeletons of ideas and directions we want to do. Nothing solid or confirmed yet, though.
Is it going to be in the same style like a God, Family, Nature album?
I would say yes, but taken a lot further.
Okay.
I really want to do something unique and sort of, something that you wouldn't expect, but with a similar sort of organicness of what that EP is all about.
Now, do you go around, and looking for, maybe do a promo video for one of these songs, a single?
Actually, I haven't done that really. I probably should, but I didn't look into that. No. Why, do you know somebody who can shoot a video?
Well, I'm sure you could be able to find someone. I mean, look at this way. Your face on Rockstar INXS. Why not put that face again, on a promo video, and show it to the world?
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I actually did shoot a video shortly getting off the show for a song called You. I think you can see it on my website. Actually, I really love the song. The video was a lot of fun to do. So definitely love to do another one.
Now, you're keeping busy on the internet. I seen you got a website, Woman on Fire. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Women on Fire it's basically a platform for women to, inspire and empower women. Unfortunately, women and men, but specifically women go through a lot in their lives. So many issues and pressures and having to be perfect and just all kinds of crap we go through. And we just wanted a platform to be able to express that through music. So it's 14 women who are really strong songwriters and singers and who've been through a lot of crap in their life, who are willing to talk about it, try and inspire other people, and then sing songs that, have to do with that. So it's a great way to just really inspire women and connect musically.
Do you yourself stay in touch with, the fans, let's say even back from Rockstar INXS, people online?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Through Facebook and MySpace and all that.
And what do you think of Twitter? Do you go into that direction too?
You know what? I'm a Twitter user, but I have to admit I'm not really on that website. I'm more on the the Facebook, and when I upload to Facebook and do things, it automatically does it on Twitter. Sometimes there's too many of them to keep up with.
At least you're on all venues of the internet.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a website, MySpace, Twitter, Facebook. There's so many others. Reverb Nation, I Like, Bebo. What's the other one? There's GarageBand or something now.
Yeah.
And Yeah, there's so many of them.
Now, Deanna, let's go backstage when you were in Rockstar INXS. How was the backstage scene back then? Was it, all glamorous like it was to be seen on the show?
um, I'd have to say yes and no. We're definitely treated like rock stars, even though we're not really rock stars. That was awesome to be able to, feel that even for a few months. But, of course, there's a lot of, on TV shows, if anybody's ever done one, there's a lot of sitting around and waiting, and, it's kind of a lot of, you don't really understand what's going on, but you're just told to sit there and wait. So you're just sitting there waiting. So it's a lot of, kind of just sitting there with your own thoughts, and sometimes you get frustrated. But for the most part, it was great. We were actually treated really well, and it was a wonderful experience.
Did you keep in touch with the house band at all?
Yeah. I haven't really talked to anybody, lately, but, we all have each other's email addresses, and I always get emails from somebody in the band, doing a show, so there's definitely, that connection will always be there, yeah.
That's cool. Rafael Morera,
yeah.
And Nate Morton, awesome guys,
Oh, they're amazing. Really nice people and amazing musicians, yeah. What an honor to play with them. They were great.
Now, tell me, Deanna, about your musicians that's playing with you now.
Well, I have my one main guy. His name's Sean Rory, who I write with. He's my guitar player, and acoustic guitar, rhythm guitar, lead guitar player. As far as, other band members, I had a great band together in Nashville that I would use. But I actually just moved to California, so I'm kind of starting from scratch. I need to find a new band, unfortunately. But I have my guitar player, Sean, so...
How hard could it be in California to find some great musicians?
Actually, you know what? It's harder here than in Nashville, to be honest. Nashville has, less people, but, more concentrated, high-quality, excellent players than Los Angeles. Los Angeles has a lot of people who are, come here to try and make something happen, and they may not be excellent at what they do, but there's a lot of them.
If you don't mind me asking, what brings you to California?
Well, I actually lived here when I was on Rockstar INXS. I've been living here for about 8 years. And then after the show, I got turned on to the country scene and the southern rock scene, and I realized that it was way better to be in Nashville. So I decided to move there. And, everything in my life was changing, and it was just a good time to make a change like that and move. So I just came back. This is where I've been for most of my music career anyways.
Now, for your voice and stuff, you have a real powerful voice. Do you exercise it at all, still today?
I have to say no. I've never been actually somebody who practices singing. I've just always sung a lot. I've always sang in cover bands and always made a living that way. So I've always been gigging. I'm always gigging. And when I first started singing, I'd be, gigging 5-6 nights a week, singing rock and roll and Led Zeppelin and, Janis Joplin and Liz Etheridge and stuff like that all night. So my voice got tough quick. Yeah, I've never been one to really, sit down and kind of rehearse singing. I can't do that. That doesn't work for me. Be on stage and just let it go.
Who would you say is like one of the toughest singers to match? With
probably like Aretha Franklin. Somebody like that. She can sing high, high, high. She can sing low, 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 and she's got all the riffs. She's amazing. One of my favorites.
Deanna, you got much concerts going up, when you find your band? Are you going to try to book solid for the summer?
That would be awesome. But I think that I'm going to be probably busy recording. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, tour by then. I'd rather be out, once I get the band together and go back out touring, I'd rather have it with new material. So I'm kind of hoping to get recording first.
How do you go into finding your songs? Like, is it a long stretch to write?
It all depends on time. I'm like anybody else. I have to do other things to make a living and pay the bills. So unfortunately, that always comes first. And so it's just really time. It's a matter of time. I just had a conversation with about that. A friend of mine is cutting a record right now, and he has I don't really know how or where, but I know that he has money, so he's free to just, block out the studio for 2 months and do a record and not have to worry about things like that. So certainly freedom like that would be amazing. Man, you know what? I used to say, oh, it's going to be done in 2 months, 3 months, but I'm a little smarter now and more realistic. I just want it to be done, in 2010. That's my goal.
Anytime.
So as long as it gets done by January 1st, then I'll be happy. Go to my website, and I love hearing from people. And I have a monthly newsletter I do, and I really want to involve fans and friends and family and people who read it. And so if you ever want to email me back and comment on anything or have any ideas for it, I would love to hear from people.
Let's say you got a choice of playing, a big stadium or, a club scene. Do you find that the in-person, that you can actually meet the people is kind of more personal and better to play in a big area?
It always is.
That you'll never meet the people?
Absolutely. Totally. I think so. Because I've always sung for just the reaction you get and how, you can see people excited and inspired by music. And when you're on a big stage, you can't really see that. There's such a big wall in between you. So even though, obviously it's nice to play bigger venues. Bigger venues maybe mean bigger money and bigger exposure, but there's nothing like playing an intimate, to an intimate crowd and just really being almost one-on-one with people.
Well, Deanna, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. I appreciate you talking with me.
Today it's so hard to get hits, though, because you know how many websites there is that exist?
I know, isn't it? It's mind-boggling. And like we were talking about all the different places for artists to go, it's like, man, it's just a sea of artists out there. Oh, yeah. I spend most of my time marketing and answering emails and, working on the backside of things rather than actually creating and, performing the music. When you're an independent artist, that's half the battle.
Let's talk about this then, Deanna. How many hours in a day do you put into PR, promotional?
Well, I actually, again, for a living, I own an entertainment company where we book bands, DJs, and dancers. So that's a full-time job for me. So when I'm working on, my company's website, Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff, I'm also working on mine. So for me, it's like, 8 to 10 hours a day, easily, every day.
Your vision with the computers, your eyes are still focusing?
Oh, yeah. No problems yet. I'm a computer junkie. I love computers.
Yeah, thank God for the computer systems.
I know. Thank God for, internet and being able to research so easily. It's an amazing tool.
Well, Deanna, it's been a real pleasure talking to you, and you sound like a good spirit.
You. Well, thank you, too. I appreciate you talking with me. That would be awesome. And good luck with your music and your project.
Well, Deanna,
thank you so much.
You're welcome, and have a great day.
You too. Thank you.